Oh, my wrist.
What is good, my people? We're back with another upper body session. I think this might be the split for a good while, to be honest. I'm actually enjoying the upper lower split. I find that I probably recover the best, and it also gives you the flexibility to hit different body parts on each day or in between each day. So I'm doing 3 days a week, upper body, lower split. I can't do 2 leg sessions a week right now, just based on how my lower back is set up, and some other little things here and there. But nah, actually, it's not 3 days a week, to be honest. It's every other day. So upper body session, rest, lower body session, rest, upper body. So we're just switching it in and out. But anyway, today, upper body, as I previously said. The topic of today, you've seen the title already, is going to be body gain. So let me get into this warm up quickly, and then we will discuss further. Well, actually, I could probably talk while I do the warm up, because it's not that difficult. The warm up, you want to make sure you get those reps in. But yeah, body gain. So I've seen a few different videos on it recently, and I've watched some videos on it. So I will give my 2 cents. I didn't come up with a term or anything like that, but body gain, how can I explain it? Basically, you improve your physique to attract mates of the opposite sex, simple as that. And a lot of people say there's no validity in it. They say that people don't really care about your physique or whatever, other things come into play more. I would disagree with that completely. But let me do an F set, and then we will further discuss. For me personally, I would say that I knew about body gain before it was coined that. I think the person who coined it was, forgive me if I'm wrong, there was a guy called Rom Wills. I watched him on YouTube a couple of years ago about body gain, and it was pretty much on point. I know people made some other videos since then, but that's the main person I saw talking about it and kind of hit the nail on the head. It's always good to improve your physique, improve your health, very important. And again, your physique will dictate the group, I would say, or the individuals that are attracted to you. So let's say, for example, if you've got like a lean physique, lean muscular physique, there's a certain demographic that's gonna like that physique. The same way if you're like more big, sort of linebacker size, or you've got a bit more body fat on your body, but you're still muscular, there's a certain demographic that prefers that. Obviously bodybuilders, certain set of people that prefer that. And then there's just like that sort of athletic physique as well. So it all depends on what your body type is best suited to, which is going to determine how your physique comes out at the end of the day. I'm going to start off with 20 kg for the next warm up. But yeah, I would say body gain is very, very much so I would say it's a precursor to attracting somebody. Someone don't know you, or they see you from a distance, the first thing they look at is your physical traits. You might be a really good person, but if physically you're not, appealing to them, mate, more times than not, it's not going to happen, to be honest. And that could be face-wise, physique-wise, all the other stuff. But again, your outline is what they're going to see from a distance. And if you are looking, muscular, your face is somewhat attractive, it's going to improve your chances. Okay, hold on. Jesus. It's definitely going to improve your chances of, being in that person's, sort of interest. But if your physique ain't doing a lot, sheesh, it might be tough, might be a long day. You might have to have a fantastic personality. But even so, if you're not so hot in the face, but you know, you've got like a sizable physique. Then again, the way up the pros and cons, his face ain't so hot or her face ain't so hot, but the body is, you know, it's superficial in a sense, but that's just the world we live in at the end of the day. All right, 25 kilos on the belt. First working set. Grab my gloves, man, or a bit more grip. But yeah, as I was saying, it's going to propel you on a certain level. People are going to look at you differently, have respect for you, because you know, you can't buy a physique. You know, you can buy a lot of things. You can buy change, clothes, you know, cars, all this other stuff, but a physique, you got to make that. You understand? Well, BBLs and breast implants, them sort of thing, different thing altogether, but you know when those are fake. But a good quality physique, there's nothing that comes close. That's hard work, determination, effort, all the other stuff. And people know that, especially those who have gone through that transformation themselves. They know the effort and dedication you must put into these things to get the result that they can see now. All right, let's do this set. We want a nice, clean 25 kg. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. So, yeah, people know and respect it. And the reason I would say I knew about body game before it was really exposed to me is because I remember when I first started getting to the gym, I made this post on Facebook and I was like, yeah, started hitting the gym. This was when I was probably still in secondary school or high school, whatever you call it. And I remember this girl commented and was like, LOL, you go to the gym? And I was like, yeah. And then she made another comment. I don't remember the exact comment. I remember the name though. Remember the name. So I was like, all right, cool. Anyway, fast forward a couple of years, stayed dedicated in the gym, did my thing, improved my physique. Went out for, you know, a night out to the club. She was tagging along with one of our other friends. And she was like, oh, is he single? I was like, bruh, nothing. My face ain't changed. You know, all right, okay, my face got more mature, but physique-wise, different level. So I say that to say, body game is a new, well, puts you on a new level. It's a game changer, you know? And again, it's not gonna work for everybody. There obviously has to be some sort of, you know, attraction there. I'll probably say face-wise, but it does propel you a bit more. And that goes for men and women, not just men. Women, if you know, if your physique is on point, puts you on a whole nother level as well. So yeah, man, that's pretty much my story. I attempt a 20, what's that, 25, 26, 27.5 pull-up. See how that goes. We've got 5, 25, so it's not out of the question. Maybe we can get a 4 or a 3. I'm gonna do 3 sets anyway, so depending on how this set goes, we might go back down to 25 just to get another 5 or 4 in. But yeah, pushing the limits every session. But yeah, so body game is it's an interesting one. And it's funny when you go through it as well, you realize that you don't always get just praise. There's a lot of haters that come with it when you start to improve your physique. Classic thing, first they laugh, then they copy or they ask you for advice. And I remember in the early stages, there's some people who would laugh and I would hide to, you know, do exercise or say that I exercise, whatever. And they laugh, oh, you're trying to get, But then once you actually attain that physique, all of a sudden they ask him, what's your routine? What are you doing? How do you do that? What are you eating? What supplements do you take? All that other jazz. So the switch up is very funny. But even with that, even when you attain that physique, those who are not willing to put in the work, or, you know, their physique isn't quite up to yours yet, haters. And they will try and put you down, and, you know, they try and pick on the little parts of your body that ain't quite that, or, you know, you don't have any sort of social life. You just spend all your time in the gym and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, why are you getting that big for? You don't need to be that big. All the other stuff. They just hate. at the end of the day. And even recently, this happened. Our mum can attest to this. If you ever meet her, you can ask her. We had some workmen doing some work for us, actually doing the drive. They resurfaced the drive, and the main guy called me for something. Anyway, I was getting ready to go out. I didn't have a shirt on, so I came down and grabbed something, and they was talking about my physique, and she said, I didn't even hear it. She said that one of the guys said, "Oh, he's just showing off." Now, I'm just walking to get something. You can see, I have my trousers on, I got my belt on. First of all, why would I be showing off for a bunch of grown men? Beyond me. But just hate at the end of the day, and it comes along with it. So if you're on your fitness journey and you're getting hate from people, just see it as a sign that you're going in the right direction. You just take it on, just smile with grace, and you will never be me. You will never be like me at the end of the day. But let's get into this next set. Weight on. Let's do it, man. Let's get a clean 4. That's what we're aiming for. I think we got 4 last time, to be fair. This is going to be a long video, I can tell already. I looked at some of the clips before. It's going to be a long one, so stay tuned in. But I like this. I like that we have a topic that I can, expand on rather than jumping around different topics. But let's focus on this set now. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Damn. Damn. We're getting there. The work is coming. 30 kilos soon come. But yeah, body game. Haters always gonna exist. Just in general, if you're a semi-attractive person, people gonna hate regardless. But you put a decent physique on that, a nice personality as well, it's inevitable that there are gonna be some haters, man. And this is not to big myself up, I ain't perfect, no way. I'm not the biggest guy in the world, I'm not the nicest person in the world, but I've had my fair share of haters. Even the ones who will give you underhanded compliments, I can't even really describe it, but everyone knows what a backhanded compliment is. I can't think of one right now, but if you've had one, like it's a low-key diss, but at the same time, they can't disregard the totality of what you're doing. So things like, oh, how's your little business going? Something like that, or I can't think of another one, but last set of the pull-ups, sticking with the 27.5. Oi. Don't touch my tripod, thank you. Sticking with the 27.5. Where was I? Backhanded compliments. Yeah, man. Comes with the territory at the end of the day. But again, just take it as a compliment in general, and you'll come to find that when you are on the right path, you get 2 sets of people. You get the people who are genuinely interested in how you attain this, and then you get those who try to diminish what you've done because they don't have the discipline or the consistency to do so. But even outside of aesthetics, you just want to work on your general health anyway. For me, I always say that I like to be able to do things, and I'll get back to that after this set. No more. Yeah. So as I was saying, I like to be able to do things. So for example, if let's say there's a wall or something, and they're like, oh, you need to get over this wall to get to X, Y, and Z. I like to know that I have the physical capability to climb this wall, jump over this wall, jump over this rock, stone, climb whatever, crawl under, whatever, pick up, whatever, move it out of the way. I like that ability to do what I need to do. Some would say manipulate the environment with my body. I like that. And on top of that, you know when you're healthy and you know when you're not healthy. You wake up and your nose is clogged and you're breathing heavy. Bro, you know you're unhealthy. If you're climbing a set of stairs and you're panting and whatever, by the time you get to the top of the stairs, you know you're unhealthy. But when you're healthy, it's a different gravy altogether, man. You feel better. You feel better about yourself. You look better, obviously, that comes with it. But for the most part, some people are so used to feeling and being unhealthy, they don't know that that's not normal. Like, you know, well, they do know that, maybe they deny it, but some people generally are ignorant to the fact that you're not supposed to feel a certain way when you do certain things. You're not supposed to be sweating like that, you know, breathing like that, all that other stuff. So, body game, but also health game. Like, be in the health game too. Don't just focus on aesthetics, or, you know, you want to make sure that you're doing your cardio, you're eating right, you're sleeping right, you're drinking the right things, taking the right supplements, if you do take supplements, and all that sort of thing, man. There's a lot that goes into it. To some dips now. Just get a couple warm-up sets in. Last time I didn't warm up on the dips. Oof, that was rough. Where was I? Yeah, so general health is also very important. I said this one of the other videos, if you've seen it, which you should have if you're, you know, a loyal follower of this channel. And I was talking about the natural, biological, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, women-looking men in a from a protection standpoint. Obviously, you know, your physique should generally determine how strong you are. Would you be able to protect them if something went down? All that other stuff. I know it's not 100% accurate, you know. Sometimes dudes be big as hell, and they, you know, what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. But I just think from a biological standpoint that the more muscular definition that you have, the more in shape you are, does make them naturally more attracted to you. Not the be all and end all. You know, if you've got a bad attitude, or, you know, they don't find you handsome and all that other stuff, then, you know, chances are they're not really gonna, you know, you can be muscular as hell, but they're just not interested. But I do think it does improve, not improve the chances, but makes them naturally more inclined to be interested. I don't know how to put that exactly, but you get what I mean. And let's just do some warm up. Why is this bad boy moving so much? Oh, this ain't even tightened properly, man. Jesus Christ. That's better. Yeah. So naturally, you'll find that, and, you know, people be talking about this dad bod thing. I get it. No, I don't get it. I get the. Okay, I think that picture of a dad bod where the guy is like in shape, but he got a bit of a belly, just a bit, like nothing like big old pregnant belly, but it's like, man eats well, but he's got like the shoulders, the arms, you know, the back, all the other stuff. So I think that was the original concept of the dad bod. So like, you're in the gym, but you're not trying to be a bodybuilder, that sort of vibe. But I think that's now been changed to like this sort of Homer Simpson sort of build, which ain't no man really wants. When they really ask themselves, like, you don't want that physique. But it allows those who, again, are not consistent, are not disciplined, who, you know, who find that. Let me get into my set and I'll return to that point. I need to put this in the best way I can. We're sticking with the 27.5. Let's do it, man. Okay. All right, let's help me find the words. So basically, there's a certain set of people who are intimidated by their partner looking better than them. You know, they want to be the, I hate this word, but the prize in a relationship. So they will convince their partner that, you know, oh, you don't need to, you know, get fitter or, you know, get more muscular. This goes both ways, men and women. Or, you know, you don't need to be working on your physique, eating correctly, blah, blah, blah. Because they don't want you to improve because they don't want to improve. They don't want you to get better because they don't want to get better. So once they see you getting better, you know, eating better, your skin improves, obviously your hair, all the other stuff improves, whatever, you're working on yourself. That gives them, well, that puts two things in their mind. Either they're going to have to get better as well, because people are going to start commenting thinking, why is this person with this person when this person is like this and the other person's like that, you know? And subconsciously they say to themselves, and you see the memes all the time, like, I wanted to skip the gym today, but I remember that my partner is, you know, sexy or, you know, whatever, da, da, da. So it puts an onus on them, either get right or they might get left. You know what I mean? So it's things like that that kind of prove this point to a certain degree, that the physical physique is very important, to be honest. And it commands a certain level of respect. Again, man or, hey, stop digging that. It commands a certain level of respect at the end of the day amongst your peers and amongst the opposite sex, you know? Because even men, we look at women and if you're in shape, like you're in a decent, we know you go to the gym. We can tell the ones that go to the gym, that work on their body, that eat right, you know? And I think the same goes with women. Obviously there's outliers who naturally just have athletic physiques. Hey, it is what it is. Everybody's not made equal. But for the most part, you can tell when the opposite sex is doing their thing, and it's very important. And if you have ever gone through a transformation, you realize the attention that you get once you do reach a certain physique. All right, let's get into this next one, man. Let's do it. Come on. I thought I could get that 6 down. Damn. But yeah, man, I would say for the most part, it's about cliche, but becoming the best version of yourself, attaining the best physique that you possibly can. Don't make it the be all and end all. You know, you still got to work on other aspects of your life, you know, spiritually, emotionally, grounding yourself in good morals and values. But physique is very, very important. Don't ever be fooled. Don't let no one convince you otherwise. It's you don't have to become a gym rat or a gym head or whatever they call it, meathead. But you just want a good base level of fitness, and you want your physique to where you can see your toes. You can put on basically anything and still look good. You know, you ain't trying to squeeze in this and squeeze in that. And you can for men to obviously take your shirt off when you go to the beach in the pool and not feel embarrassed. Obviously women, bikinis and, you know, swimsuits and other things like that, and feel comfortable in your own skin. But yeah, don't let no one fool you. You will hear people all the time say, oh my God, you know, I'm out of shape now. And especially the old generation, they'll say, oh, I used to be in such good shape and la, 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 la. So that just says to you that it's an ongoing thing. You know, people that say, oh, it's a young person's thing. No. People in their 50s, 60s, 70s, whatever, they still want to be in good shape at the end of the day. You still want to be able to put on your clothes and all the other stuff and feel good about yourself. So yeah, we're going to do 3 sets today as well of this exercise, dips. So let's get into this next set. Last set of dips in, man. Oh. I think you might be able to go up to 30 very soon. Maybe next session or the session after that. Give it a spin. But for right now, let's focus on this. All right. Oof. All right, let's get into some shoulder press now. 15 kilo on either side. Obviously the bar weight is 20, so what we got, 55 kilos, I think. Yeah. Is that correct? 20, add 30 is 50. I don't know where I got 55 from. Anywho, let's do it, man. 1, 2, 8. 5. One more, come on. X. Lovely stuff, Jeff. Where was we? What was we talking about? I got another story actually. Yeah, so I remember when I was in college, this was my sophomore year, I remember that, it goes to show a body game again. We had a pool party, and obviously a pool party, shirt off, la-di-da. So, I remember there was a particular person I was interested in, but I wouldn't say I wasn't, I'll probably say maybe they didn't notice me or they hadn't recognized me before. But then went to the pool party, obviously shirt off, swimming, so you get a little bit of a pump from swimming, la la la. Almost immediate interest, man, you know, and the rest is history after that. So I would say again, physique, man, physique. Physique is an easy cheat code. But I'll keep saying, you ain't got to be the biggest person in the world. Just got to have a respectful physique. You know, you want a little bit of cut showing, veins, vascularity, that sort of vibe, man. And it's as simple as that. But I do think I'm going to add 2.5 on either side to take it to 55 actually this time. I could push for 60 today. We might try it and see actually. After the next set, seeing what we get on the next set, might try to push for a little quick 60 rep. But yeah, man, for the most part, get right, man. Get right. Get right. It will change your life, man. You will just feel better about yourself. Your clothes will fit better, you know. And I'm not saying to go and buy extra medium shirts, you know. Once you can start fitting out a large, you know, your arms start to hug the large sleeves, you know, you can see your chest through the shirt. Man, it's a different gravy altogether, you know what I mean? But with that takes hard work, dedication, years of effort. Like, I find it funny when people say, oh, how long did it take? And then you start saying it took X amount of years. They're like, oh, really? Like, I don't know, people expect it to take months to get in shape. Obviously some people can, maybe they have like a decent base to work off, but for the average everyday person, it's gonna take you a good like 2-3 years for people to really be like, whoa, your physique is good, especially where you're starting from. Some people are extremely skinny, some people are a little bit on the bigger side. So yeah, man, it's gonna take years to achieve that sort of physique. And I think social media has made you believe that physique is very or easily attainable in a very short period. Unless you're taking drugs or doing some other sort of surgical enhancement, you better put in that work. Seriously, it's going to be a grind, man. It's going to be a real grind at the end of the day, man. So, and also, I think social media makes people believe that everyone is in shape. You'd be surprised that a small population of people are in like good shape, you know. You know, if you scroll on socials and you just think, wow, everybody's in shape these days, man. But no, not really, not at all. But anyway, let me add these 2.5s and then let's get on it. The 2.5 on either side, man. Let's take it for a spin, man. Let's take it for a spin. The reason I put this on the bench today, I got a little twinge in my back, man. I was doing a deadlifts and it's not my usual. Usually my QL is what gives me problems. It ain't my QL this time. I don't know what I did. I don't think I stretched or warmed up properly to the degree that I usually do. I mean, I warmed up, but I didn't warm up to the degree that I usually do. And yeah, my lower back, man, it's been hurting, but it's not been hurting at the same time. It's weird. So I can't really pick things up from the ground, but I can still, I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, let's do it, man. Let's get this. Ooh, there we go. One, two, hey. Oh. Yeah, that would do. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So it's a journey, man. It's a never-ending journey. At the end of the day, and I think for the most part, once you start exercising and you notice, like, 1, the results, 2, the attention that it can bring, and 3, just how you generally feel health-wise and clothing-wise, you kind of get, not addicted, but you kind of buy into it a little bit more, and you're like, hey, this is nice. I like this. I can get used to this. But for the most part, a lot of people say don't make it your personality. I do somewhat think it does become part of your personality, not from a sense where you only talk about and think about the gym, but your lifestyle naturally starts to be more focused around your health in general. So, for example, usually, let's say, for example, you're out and you see McDonald's, and you're like, man, let me go get some McDonald's, whatever, that don't really make a big difference. But when you are concerned about your physique and your health, you go, McDonald's, not the best, let me go and get something else from somewhere else. It might still be a burger and fries, but it might be, I don't know, a local person making it, and they're using, you know, better quality oil, better quality ingredients. You know, they ain't like a million different ingredients and additives in the food and preservatives and all this other stuff. Or even so, you might just go for a healthier option in general. And this is not to say that you can't enjoy yourself with, you know, junk food, quote unquote, but you're a little more conservative, I would say, at the end of the day. Obviously, there's some people who can get away with eating anything, and, you know, kudos to them. But I would say for the average person, once you start to work on your physique and everything else, your lifestyle does start to change along with that, to a certain degree. You know, some people take it to the extreme. Well, people would call it an extreme. Some people might find it very normal. Others, just little things here and there. You know, the extra piece of cake that they usually have, they might say no to, or, you know, that drink, soda, whatever, turns into water or something a little less unhealthy. But yeah, for the most part, I think it does become part of your lifestyle, which again would play into your, you know, your characteristics. But yeah, no one wants someone that talks about the gym and working out 24/7. That's a long thing. Okay. I'll do one more set of the overhead press. Yeah, man, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's lock in. Rest times have been a bit choppy today, just because I've been talking so much. So I can't really. If you ask me how long did you rest between each set, I couldn't give you an exact number, but I've been getting a decent amount of rest in between each set, which is not terrible. I saw some video actually, people were saying that you should rest up to was it 5 minutes or something in between each set to fully recover. Somewhere between the 2 to 5 minute range, something like that, depending on the exercise as well. But I usually go, again, depending on the exercise, about the very minimum, 1 minute 30 if I'm in a rush. The very maximum, about 3 minutes. That's me. But time and everything else will determine how long I take. All right, let's do it, man. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was a bad one. I knew from how that came back down, we was only getting 3. All right, let's move on. All right, I had to rig up this system, get some bricks, man, and make some stuff happen for these chest supported rows. Hold on, I don't like where this thing is sitting. But we're trying to be as innovative as possible. Hope the weight's not too far away now. So, yeah, that's nice, okay. Let's do it, let's see how this weight feels. Ooh, that's a heavy one. Oh my gosh, man. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, all right. Ooh. Yeah, should have put the clips on, Jesus. Felt that. Let me get my mat as well, because these weights are getting beat up, man. All right. Whew. Been a while since I have done some bodyweight chest supported rows. If you made it this far in the video, leave a like. You know, you can't watch this far and not leave a like, man. That's crazy work. But let's get into this next set of rows now. Let's do it, focus, lock in. Oh, Jesus, all right. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Wow, okay. Rows need a lot of work. Now, do one more set. The amount of items I had to scavenge for just to set up this contraption is ridiculous. But worth it in the end. Worth it in the end, man. Work with what you got. If all you got is a bench and you want to do certain exercises, you're gonna have to get some bricks, maybe some wood, maybe some something to perform the exercises that you want to perform at the end of the day, man. But yeah, been a while since I've done chest supported rows. Sheesh, not easy. Not easy, man. But yeah, the topic at hand, I feel like I've nearly touched on majority of the points in regards to body game and just general health. Yeah, as I said, not the be all and end all. It's got to be a certain level of attraction, and can't really change your face unless you're going to get surgical enhancements, which is another thing altogether. But for the most part, you can make sure that your skin is good, you know. You can, I feel like you can, I don't like the thing, what's it called? Looksmaxing. I get it, but it's a strange term to me. But I would say that there's certain ways that you can, what's the word I'm looking for? Certain hairstyles will suit you more than others. Certain beard lineups, shape ups, you know, all those sort of things. Like having clear skin is a universal thing. Having clear skin will always make you look more attractive. However, maybe you're a beard guy, you know? Maybe you're not a beard guy. Maybe you're a goatee guy. Maybe you're a mustache guy. Maybe you're a light stubble guy. You know, maybe you're braids, locks, low cut. Depends, all depends. But you just got to find what best suits you. And this is not to say that you can't have any hairstyle that you want, but sometimes the hairstyle that you desire doesn't bring out the best qualities, if you see what I'm saying. Which again, some would argue superficial. You can have whatever hairstyle you want, but at the end of the day, if you're trying to attract the opposite sex, then maybe you might have to switch it up, my G, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's do this final set of these rows. I had to rig out one piece of system to make this work, but hopefully it should work and we can get a bit more length on the bicep curl now. So let's see, just make sure this thing don't jab me, bro. All right, here we go. 7, 8. Switch sides, let's go. Let's go, man. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, definitely go up. That was what, 15 kilos? So slap on 2 10s either side, got up to 20 kilos, man. See how that feels. Instead of putting a 10 on, I just put on a 2.5 instead on either side. So it's 5, 5, 5, 5. So 20. Here we go. Did I do this on first? No. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Here we go. Oh, that's heavy, man. 1, 2, 3. Oh, all right. 3 reps. Let's go, man. Next side. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right. I think I'm gonna do one more set of that. I was aiming for 4, but I feel like we can get 4 on the next set if I just rest adequately this time. So let's do that. Let's do it, man. Yes. Let's get it. 4 reps. That's what we're going for. 4. 1, 2, 3. Damn. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Nah. We stuck on 3. It's okay. It's okay. We know where we stand now. We're just gonna have to keep banging these out until we can get to 4 reps, to be honest. There's nothing in between this. If I go back down to 15, it's too, you know, we're up in the 7, 8 rep range, which is not terrible, but you know, whatever. So I think I'll just stick with this until I get to 4, and then we'll just keep banging on until we can get heavier and heavier, man, to be honest. But no, I'm not upset by that. We got something new to strive for. So now we're gonna hit some close grip bench press, to finish off with, and go from there, man. We're just gonna warm up with a quick 60 kg, and then we will get into the working set after that, man. Let's do it. That's good. Felt nice, real nice. We've got 90 kg in the bar, 5, 10, 20, both sides. So what you got? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and obviously 2, 5 make 9. So 90 kilos. Hoping for maybe 4 reps of this. This might be the heaviest that I've done. Please, when you're lifting alone, you ain't seen my other video, no clips. Don't do it to yourself, man. You're gonna put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. You don't need to do that. So if you're working out inside or, you know, outside by yourself, you just put some mats on the ground and you'll be able to swing the weight off you if you do get caught under it, which I did in the other video. So don't kill yourself, no clips. All right, even if you are working out with people and they're not as strong as you, again, no clips. Dangerous game, man. Very dangerous game. All right, let's go for this. Ooh, yes, sir. Bow. Here we go. Oh, my wrist. That's me. So, I didn't mean that, but you see the gist. I don't know what happened. My wrist just slipped there. My hands are sweaty or something. Anyway, I took 2.5 off on either side because maybe it ain't that day for 90. So we got 85 instead. So let's work with that, man. But that was crazy. Just what I was talking about. And again, wasn't intended, I swear. All right, here we go. One more, come on. That will do nicely. That will do nicely. Yeah, I just watched that clip back, man. The way my wrist just flickered, that was crazy, I swear. Completely unintended. So yeah, that just goes to show, practice what you preach, man. Because if I had clips on for that, long day. I'll be screaming, mom, 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 mom. So, whew. But anyway, 85, 4 reps. We're gonna go for it one more time. Another 4 reps, hopefully. Making sure that, again, we're being safe, good form, all that other stuff. But yeah, back to the original topic of the video, body game. I feel like I've said everything that needs to be said in regards to it. I'm not just gonna keep repeating myself. Beautiful path to go on. Again, once you start to improve yourself physically, the mental has to follow, you know. Mental and physical, you can't separate the two. If you know, mentally are not quite there, usually physically it shows, and not just in your physique, but just in your everyday body language, posture, all the other stuff. The same way, if you are physically, you know, you're feeling good, your mental's usually good. It's all holistic at the end of the day. Can't have one without the other, unfortunately, although it may seem so, but you actually can't. They are all interconnected. So let's get into this next set now. Maybe the final set. I don't think we have any other exercises to do, to be honest, so another little bit of entertainment factor for today's session. Let's just finish strong, man. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. Actually, I do need something to go under my back. Hold on. My back is sweating just a tad. Should do it. Oh yeah, that's better. All right, no sweaty hands. Because boy, that was mad. Actually, do you know why I think my hand slipped? Because I can't put my hands on the grainy part because of how narrow this bench is. I put my hands on this part here, which doesn't really have grip. So that is probably why that happened. Nah, we'll leave it for today. Next time I'll put gloves on. But all right, let's do it. One more. Jesus, man. Jeez. I forgot to sign out, but today is done. Session over with, upper body session complete. We spoke on a new topic actually today, which is cool. I think I'm just gonna start selecting a topic for the video, and then obviously while I'm working out, I'll speak on the topic. Put your comments down below. You agree or disagree with what I said? Your thoughts. Have you witnessed some of the things that I spoke about in the video as well? All that good stuff, and the session as well. Exercises, tips, all that. You know, you can always send me a DM on Insta, Facebook, TikTok. Any Insta's still the best, or even an email if you really want to. But yeah, overall, that was the upper body session. Feeling good. Gonna work on some muscle ups now. Still haven't got through with those yet, but it's coming very soon. Yeah, that's it for today. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, with that good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.